Welcome to the World of Wartonno, your gateway to the mysterious realms of dark ambient music and the stories that bring them to life. Every time, we uncover the haunting narratives, forgotten places, and enigmatic worlds that inspire these immersive soundscapes. Join me as we explore the depths of sound and story, where music becomes a portal to the unknown.
Ever get the feeling like some things are just better left unexplored?
Oh, absolutely. Like that box in the attic or that creepy abandoned house down the street, right?
Exactly. But then again, there's this other side of us, the part that can't resist a good mystery. And that's what we're diving into today. The Silent Spire.
Now we're talking. This is right up my alley.
Yeah.
You know, abandoned places, strange occurrences.
Yeah.
It's all endlessly fascinating.
Right. And a little bit terrifying, too, which just adds to the allure. So we've got this text, The Silent Spire, a dark journey into an abandoned alien tower. And it's a wild ride, let me tell you. Blends fact and fiction in a way that really gets under your skin.
It's like the best science fiction. You know, it takes those real anxieties we have, those fears of the unknown, and just twists them into something new and unsettling.
Okay, so let's paint a picture for our listeners. We're talking about a planet called Othrys V, right? And on this planet, there's this, it's described as a towering metal structure, the Silent Spire.
Just the name itself sends chills down my spine.
Right. And get this, it was once a bustling research facility. Scientists, researchers, all huddled together trying to unlock the secrets of the universe.
Always with the secrets, aren't we?
Always. But then something went wrong. Terribly wrong. All communication with the facility went dark. No signals, no messages, nothing. And when rescue teams finally arrived,
everyone was gone. Vanished.
Gone without a trace. And the only thing left was this eerie silence hanging over the spire.
See, that's what gets me, that silence. It's like the silence itself is a presence, you know?
Yeah.
Watching, waiting.
Totally. It's like in the vast emptiness of space, the silence becomes deafening. And it just makes your imagination run wild. What happened to those researchers? What secrets did they uncover?
Well, according to this text, they were researching some pretty intense stuff. Black holes, for one.
Black holes, talk about heavy stuff and dangerous. I mean, you get too close to a black hole.
Let's just say you'd be in a world of trouble. Literally. See, black holes are so incredibly dense that their gravitational pull is so strong that they warp the fabric of space-time itself.
Okay, you've lost me a little there. Warp the fabric of what now?
Imagine a bowling ball on a trampoline. It creates a dip, a distortion, right? Well, that's kind of what a black hole does to space-time. It creates a kind of gravitational well, and anything that falls in, even light itself, can't escape.
So you're telling me time and space just bend around these things?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Time itself flows differently near a black hole. It's called time dilation.
Time dilation. That sounds intense.
To put it mildly, imagine you could travel close to a black hole and then return to Earth.
All right, let's go for it. I'm imagining it.
You'd find that while time seemed to pass normally for you, years, maybe even decades, could have passed back on Earth.
Wait, seriously? That's wild. So you're telling me black holes are basically natural time machines?
In a way, yes. It's
Okay.
one of the most mind-boggling concepts in astrophysics.
Okay, so we've got this abandoned research facility, shrouded in silence, on a planet orbiting a black hole. What else does this text tell us about the Silent Spire? Because there's more, right?
Oh, there's always more.
Uh-huh.
The text goes on to describe some pretty bizarre occurrences. Researchers experiencing visions, hallucinations, even encountering entities.
Entities. Like what kind of entities? Don't hold out on me.
That's the thing. The text is deliberately vague. It talks about shadowy figures lurking at the edge of vision, whispers in the dead of night, objects moving on their own.
Classic haunted house stuff, but on a cosmic scale.
Exactly. And that's where the line between fact and fiction gets really blurry.
It's like, how much of this is just the human mind trying to make sense of the unexplainable?
Our brains are wired to find patterns, even when none exist. It's called pareidolia.
Pareidolia, that's a new one.
Basically, it's why we see faces in clouds or monsters in the shadows.
Ah, I get it. So these researchers, they're out there on this isolated planet. Their minds are probably already on edge.
Add in the strangeness of the spire itself, the possible effects of the black hole, and it's a recipe for some serious sensory overload.
So maybe those entities were real. Or maybe they were just figments of the researchers' imaginations, fueled by fear and isolation. Either way, it's enough to send shivers down your spine.
No doubt about it. But you know what really adds to the creepiness of all this?
What's that?
The music. They actually have this incredible dark ambient music track inspired by the Silent Spire.
You're kidding. Seriously.
I'm serious. It's all haunting soundscapes, droning synths, distorted echoes. It's like listening to the soundtrack of a nightmare, but in a strangely captivating way.
I can only imagine. It's like certain sounds, they just tap into something primal in us, don't they?
Absolutely. Think about the low rumble of thunder, the creaking of an old house, or the howling of wind through trees. Those sounds evoke a sense of unease, of something ancient and unknown.
And this dark ambient music, it's trying to recreate that feeling.
Precisely. It's about creating an atmosphere, an experience.
Yeah.
It's like sonic storytelling.
That's amazing. It's like the creators of this whole Silent Spire thing, they weren't content with just telling a creepy story. They had to create a whole sensory experience around it. So where does that leave us? We've got this abandoned research facility, this eerie silence, whispers of strange occurrences, and the possibility that black holes might be messing with the very fabric of reality.
Don't forget the music. That haunting, atmospheric music that just burrows its way into your subconscious.
Right. It's a lot to process, but there's one last thing from the text that really stuck with me. It ends with this question. Will you dare to listen to the Silent Spire and explore its dark, sonic depths?
It's almost like a challenge, isn't it? Daring us to confront the unknown.
Exactly. It's like this whole experience, this journey into the Silent Spire, it's designed to make us think about our place in the universe.
It reminds me of that feeling astronauts describe when they see Earth from space for the first time. The overview effect, they call it.
The overview effect, I've never heard of that.
They say it changes you. Seeing our planet, our home, hanging there in the vastness of space, it shifts your perspective. You realize how interconnected everything is, how fragile, how precious.
So you're saying the Silent Spire, even though it's a fictional creation, it can have a similar effect?
Perhaps. It forces us to confront the unknown, the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. It reminds us that for all our advancements, we're still just scratching the surface of what's out there.
And maybe, just maybe, some things are best left unexplored. Or maybe that's exactly why we need to keep searching, keep questioning, keep exploring. Who knows what we might find lurking in the silence?
Thank you for tuning in to the World of Wartonno. We truly appreciate you joining us on this journey through dark ambient music and the stories that fuel its creation. Stay curious, and we look forward to exploring more mysterious worlds with you next time. Visit wartonno.com for more.